Guys, welcome back. I was just done cleaning my bedroom and I thought it would be a perfect time to do a plant tour as well as an updated plant collection video in my bedroom. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is my bedroom. I really wanted to create a space that was inviting and also very peaceful. I just wanted to show you guys how I have all of my plants situated in the room. I've been trying to be a minimalist for the longest time. I just find it hard to get rid of certain things. But anyway, I really try to incorporate minimalism into our home, and I'm also very intentional with all the like decor pieces that I bring into the house. And so yeah, let's go ahead and take a look. In the corner of my bedroom, I have my monstera, and you guys, this is the only section in my home that gets the light that it needs and that I have the room for it. So it's taking up this entire corner, but I absolutely love the way that it looks, and every time I get out of bed or I wake up, I see it and it just makes me so happy. But yeah, it's doing really well. I repotted this plant recently, so I will link that video down below in the description. This window here is a west-facing window, and then I have 3 north-facing windows on this side, and so it gets plenty of bright light. It does get about, I would say, 2 hours of direct afternoon sun, but otherwise it's doing really well, and I think it seems to like it here. So then right beside it is my Hoya carnosa tricolor. It's absolutely beautiful. One of my favorite plants of all time. So easy to take care of. It's getting so big. And then it's really full and lush on the top. This vine right here, look at it. It's growing all white leaves. Oh my gosh. It's just growing a ton right now. It's growing season, and this is probably my fastest growing Hoya, but I absolutely love it. Let me show you guys the roots though, because this one I definitely need to repot it. Look at these roots. So this plant is still in its original nursery pot. I've actually never repotted this plant. I'm just too scared to repot this plant. I'm scared that it might die on me, and it's my absolute favorite. I never want to like not have this plant. In fact, if the house was burning down, this is probably the plant that I will save because I just love it so much. Now, I've never gotten any blooms from this plant, and I've had it for quite a while now. I think it's been 2 years or maybe even 3 years, and it's never bloomed on me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, if I'm not giving it enough light, or maybe the fertilizer that I'm using could be wrong as well. But anyway, it's beautiful regardless. I really enjoy the variegated foliage, and I just love it when it gives me these solid white leaves. So really love this plant. I'm planning on separating the plant rather than repotting it into a larger pot because I just don't have the room for any more large plants. So I'll probably separate it and divide it into 2 plants that are going to be in 6-inch pots. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so next let's move on to my plant shelf. So on this wall here, I have my the majority of my plants. So I had 2 on that corner, and then the rest of them are here, and this is right across my 3 north-facing windows, and so they get about low to moderate light, and they seem to be doing really well. The shelves I picked up from IKEA. I love these shelves because they're just very minimal and simple, and it it doesn't show any brackets, which I love. So anyway, where should we start? Let's start with my Monstera Adansonii. You guys, I had mealybugs on this plant last year. I'll link that video down below, but it's doing so much better. It's actually starting to trail right here. So here's a closer look, and it's doing really well, considering that it had mealybugs. But honestly, this is one of my finicky plants. For whatever reason, it just, I don't know, I struggle with this one. I always have brown tips on the leaves, and it's just a constant struggle, but it's just so beautiful anyway that I just can't help but like want to keep it because it's so beautiful and it's so unique. But yeah, it's starting to trail, and I think I'm just gonna let it trail. Right next to that is my spider plant. This is one of my like OG plants, you guys. I've had this plant for like since the very beginning. It's never produced any baby spider plants for me. I have no idea why. I did a bunch of research, and it says that they prefer to be root bound, and that they'll produce baby spider plants if you keep them root bound, which I have done that last year. It was pot bound already, and so I went ahead and just left it, hoping to get some sort of baby spiders, but I haven't gotten anything. And you can tell it needs to be, this one needs to be repotted too. So here are the roots. It's crazy. So I definitely need to repot this one as well. And there's just like a never-ending to-do list of things that I need to repot this year, but it's still doing really well. This one right here is my Synapsis ficus argyrius. This is like a really popular plant for quite a while, and I think it still is. It's just really beautiful, the variegation on the leaves, and the leaves are so thick and velvety. It's just absolutely gorgeous, guys. Look at it. I've actually taken quite a bit of cuttings from this plant. I gave some away to my sister, and then I have some that I propagated, 2 that I propagated. One of them is in my kitchen. But I just love this. Now, one thing I did notice is that when they trail, the leaves grow quite small when it's not getting enough light. So definitely, if you prefer to have the larger leaves, then give it brighter light. I actually think it's really cute how tiny the leaves are, and I love it here. I love the way that it looks, so I just leave it there. Once in a while, I do put it closer to the window to kind of give it brighter light, but for the most part, I keep it here on the shelf. I don't show this plant very often, mainly because it just always looks sad to me, but this is the only fern I have in my collection. Look at it. This plant just always looks sad to me, and I think it's because it's a fern. First off, they like a lot of humidity, and I just can't provide the humidity that it needs. It's doing well. I mean, it's surviving for me, and I've been able to keep it alive, but it is browning quite a bit, so I don't know what to do with this plant. I'm keeping it for now, but it is getting quite large, isn't it? It's doing well enough that it doesn't really stress me out or anything. Lastly is my neon pothos, and you can see it trailing right here, and it's just so beautiful, you guys. I love waking up in the morning and seeing this trail of plants. I think it's just so gorgeous. I cannot wait for all of these to trail all the way down and continue to grow. I think it's gonna look so amazing. But anyway, so here's my neon pothos. This is a very fast growing houseplant, so it's a lot of fun to grow. If you're looking for something that's like fun to watch grow and all of that, and it's really easy to take care of, then definitely try a neon pothos. I actually hauled this plant how long ago? It was like more than 2 years ago, and it was so small, so I'm gonna go ahead and link that video down below if you guys want to see what it looked like before. But look at this. Look at the trails. It's so gorgeous. Now, some of the leaves I notice have a slight variegation to it, and I don't know if that's how all neon pothos are. You guys let me know, is that normal? But I want to show you guys so you could see what it looks like. And it's not all of the leaves, so there's one right there. It's not all of the leaves, it's just here and there, for whatever reason, it'll grow a leaf that has a slight variegation to it. So here's another one. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then it's just kind of all throughout the plant, just very, very random. And it's not a lot, it's not really significant, but it's just such a joy to see when I get a leaf that has a variegation, and it just surprises me. So I love it. This is one of my favorites. I think this one needs to be repotted. No, it's actually okay. I might repot this one, we'll see, and split it into 2 plants. I'm not sure yet, but look at it. Beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? Oh my gosh. This one's my favorite. This side's starting to trail too, so this is gonna come down and it'll cascade on the left side of my shelf, so I'm like really excited about that. This area of my bedroom is probably my favorite area because I just love the shelves, and I really love the color that it brings into my space. It just feels very like relaxing and peaceful without it looking too cluttered. I try to stay in the same color palette. That's like my #1 thing with home decor, is sticking with a color palette, and so that way your eye kind of gets a break and it doesn't look so busy. So I try to use a lot of whites, different shades of gray, some gold, and then I throw in some wood elements to give my room a little bit of that warmth. Okay, so that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and hopefully the way I styled my plants kind of inspires you and gives you ideas on how you can style your plants in your home. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like it if you enjoyed watching this video, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Thank you.